and you had to pay to go in, so I'm just here waiting for him. Are you okay?
I'm sitting right at the turn here.
I don't understand. I don't think he's right. I'm really just starting to feel like we just need to blow up everything. Just blow up and start over. Saw a print in camp that I think might have been some kind of a mountain lion or maybe a lynx. I was lost.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
You're gonna fall. Your butt's gonna fall. Your butt is gonna fall. Your butt is gonna fall. Aw, bummer. Bummer, I thought it would be cool to check out the cemetery. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, cemetery is off limits. Okay, back on the road. Holy shit, man. No trespassing. Wow. Are you okay?
I'm sitting right at the turn here.
What do you, I know, what are you doing?
For you to come back?
Why? Did I miss the state? Why I don't understand.
I'm at the turn. This is the hairpin turn.
Oh, I missed the turn. Okay, I was just driving looking for signs. Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Right at the turn. That's why you missed it.
I don't think he's right, but okay. I don't think he's right. Oh, wow. I missed the sign. Entrance fees. Non-resident, $25. $25. I'm really just starting to feel like we just need to blow up everything. Just blow up and start over. If you think about it, the earth was created, and whether you want to believe it was created by God or the Big Bang Theory or Mother Nature, Mother Earth, it was created and inhabited by animals and plants and people. So it belongs to all of us, right? And then through progress, rich people started buying it up. And in modern day, you know, rich people buy it up, corporations buy it up, and what is left for us is protected by states and federal government, right? Public lands. State park is what I'm in. And in order to keep it protected, they have to maintain it, hire people, keep it clean. And basically they're like giant parks, right? And then in order to keep it safe from big money, big corporations, big companies, oil, gas, developers, they charge us to use it. And I was just thinking driving up here, imagine if a Native American from 500, 1,000 years ago, or a native of any place, came back and wanted to come to a lake or a certain part, and they're like, what do you mean I have to pay? Right? So here is why I'm thinking everything needs to be burned to the ground and started over. If the land has to be protected from people with money and corporations, shouldn't they be paying for it? Why are we paying for it? Why do we have to pay to access what is ours? Crazy, huh? Question everything. Question everything. The status quo especially, and why we do the things that we do and why we accept things as they are. It's time to blow it up and start over. Matriarchy. Yeah. So, oops, I have to pay. Oh my God. You know, in the state of the country right now, we're all fighting amongst ourselves. We're all fighting amongst ourselves instead of looking at the bigger picture. We should really be fighting against rich bazillionaires who control everything. They control everything. Our wages, our rents, our mortgages, our bank fees, our parks, our public, they control everything. Everything. And we're fighting amongst ourselves? This should be free for everyone. What about the water you drink? You live in a house, you pay a water bill. We have to pay for water. If they could charge us for air, they would. I think in some ways, for clean air, I think they do, right? We get taxed. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of all of it. Seriously, I can't even walk to take a view of the lake without having to pay $25. Crazy. It should belong to all of us. Instead, it all belongs to the rich people. If you got enough money, you can buy lakefront property. So Ralph is up the way dumping. They have a dump station here, and I think it was $20 or $25 to dump. So he's up the way dumping his tanks, and you had to pay to go in, so I'm just here waiting for him. We're just waiting for him. Before we get back on the road, head up to camp. What's more, is a $25 entrance fee? What if you're too poor to buy groceries, pay your rent, pay your phone bill? That's the other thing about these fees. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's bad for poor people. That's not the word I'm looking for. But wow, it is pretty. To enjoy it. We're not allowed to be over there. That's for rich people only, Sadie girl. That's only for rich people. Come on. It's not for people like us.
Or something more chronic like anxiety, depression, diabetes, pain syndromes, or even dreaded cancer. By lowering the body's inflammation and modulating the body's immune system, hyperbarics can help. Don't wait, call today. Find us on the web at InsideOutHyperbarics.com. Inside Out Hyperbarics, bringing out the best in you. Sun River Golf Club is
Pipes and bakery. Oh, pies and bakery. I said pipes. Like that's an odd.
Head east on West Center Street toward Utah 18 South, then turn left onto Utah 18 North. Continue on Utah 18 North for 20 miles.
Hi, baby girl. How you doing, baby girl? You look a little more cozy now that your butt's not hanging all off. Are you cozy? I love you. You got eye boogers.
Whether you have been thinking about a backup power source for your regular house because of these uncertain times, you never know when the power is going to go out, you never know how long it's going to go out, and so you've been thinking about getting a backup power source, or if you live on the road like I do and you're trying to decide what the best Bluetti portable power station is for you, today I'm going to tell you about the two Bluetti portable power stations that I have been carrying with me for a while and testing out. The Bluetti Elite 200 version 2 and the newest one, which is a really nice addition to my RV life, the Bluetti AC240P. So Bluetti is sponsoring today's video, and it has been my power station of choice, and especially the new 240P. It is water resistant, it is dust resistant, it is dirt resistant, which fits right in my RV life. I even plugged it in recently overnight. It's got a nice 30 amp plug on it, so I can plug my entire RV into it. I was recently in temperatures down to 15 degrees, I think it was. And so I plugged this in, left it outside because I didn't have to worry about a little bit of rain, didn't have to worry about any dust, and I was able to run my furnace all night long. And with 2,400 watts of power and 3,600 power lifting, I can run everything in my RV, including my microwave, my furnace overnight, no problem. I can even run my air conditioning on it. And with 1,843 watt hours, it's gonna last a long time. And the nice thing about the Bluetti AC240 is that it's expandable with 4 B210B batteries. And if you wanna run it parallel, you're gonna be able to get up to 20,000 watt hours and 4,800 watts of AC power. And with a pure sine wave inverter, you're going to be able to run almost everything off of this, especially if you expand it. So this is a really nice addition to whether you live in a boat or an RV, or you want to take it on your Jeep, or you just want to use it at home and you want to be able to leave it outside. It does weigh 72 pounds, so that is definitely a consideration. The Elite 200, I love this. This is what I've been carrying with me, but it doesn't have the water resistance and the dust resistance that the 240 has. It also doesn't have the 30 amp plug, but it has 4 AC outlets. So with an adapter, which I have, I can plug my entire RV into the Elite 200 as well. And this is a powerhouse. It's in a 52 pounds, it's compact, and it packs 2,600 watts of power with 3,900 in powerlifting mode and 2,073 watt hours. So it's going to last a long time when you're charging all of your electronics. So you're going to be able to keep your whole life powered with either one of these. So let me know, which one do you think is best for your circumstances? Which one, if you could have any Bluetti on the planet, would you choose the 240p or would you choose the Elite 200? And what are you using it for? Van life or a backup power source for your house? Let me know in the comments below. And if you do want to get your very own Bluetti so that you never run out of power, go ahead and use the link in the video description below and use my discount code for an extra 5% off. They are having some sales now for Earth Day, and you better hurry before those tariffs kick in. You can still get them at pre-tariff prices, so you better shop now. And let me know, which is your favorite? Thanks, Bluetti, for sponsoring today's video. All right, well, we just got to a new spot, 6,400 feet up in the forest. We have trees. It's a little warmer than I expected it. I mean, it's really hot down lower. That's why I wanted to come move up. It's like going to be close to 90 degrees, middle of April. And I wanted to come higher. For every 3,000 feet you climb, you get a degree cooler. So it should be cooler here today. The forecast said about 70. The sun's hot. And we got trees, though. We've got pinions. No, pinion trees? Yeah, I think pine trees are pinions. And junipers. And it feels good. These aren't like, I'm ready for not desert trees. I'm ready for actual forest trees. But this will do. I'm not complaining. It's gorgeous. Dinner tonight is going to be super easy and quick since it was a travel day. Nothing too complicated. I love, these are my favorite meals. Just throw everything in a pot. I've had this red cabbage in the refrigerator for a while, so I need to use it up. And I threw in some chopped cauliflower for some extra veggies and some quinoa. I've been making big batches of a healthy grain like quinoa or brown rice and packaging them up in, individual or 2-serving containers and putting them in the freezer. So really easy to add to any meal that I make. And my gluten-free wraps. I found this miso mayo recently somewhere, and it's actually really good. Doesn't have a lot of cholesterol. Miso, if you don't know, is a fermented soy. So it's got a lot of really good flavor. Umami, as they say on the cooking shows now. So look at, really easy, some fresh tomatoes for some freshness. Some scallions, more freshness, a little bit of extra flavor. Look at, doesn't that look good? And just like that, like a 15-minute meal. That's very good. Another thing I just made up. Healthy, plant-based, quick. Good morning, Ralph. We're here. We're here. Sadie's in the house. Humans in the house. We're here, huh, Sadie girl? Yeah. Just let the critters know we're here. I just did that video about how I not get lost, and I thought this would be a good thing to share. I have been walking on this road just a few feet down from camp, down the road. I found a road to walk, and I walked up the hill and then down the hill, and it kind of seemed to be going back around toward camp, and I had explored the roads behind camp, at least out a half a mile. This race is happening, so there's a lot of these pink. So I've been following this road for a little while, not too much, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile, half a mile, thinking it's going to loop around and come back up behind camp. And when I saw these flags, I was like, yes, I must be on the right track. But I'm walking and walking and walking, and my gut is telling me I'm not heading. Yeah, where the sun is, and just my gut is telling me, and what I'm seeing is telling me that if I were coming up behind camp, I should be there by now. And so, I mean, I could continue walking out here, but I'm not prepared for a long, drawn-out hike. So I'm turning around. Long story short, I'm turning around. So it would have been cool if this road looped around and I happened to come in up behind camp. But you know, if I had my backpack and everything, I might go a little bit further. But this is just meant to be a quick walk this morning. This isn't a drawn-out hike. I have a lot of work to do because we have been traveling. Well, we traveled one day. Anyway, I have a lot of work to do. And then we're going to travel tomorrow. Oh yeah, because of this race. So that's one less day of work. I had planned on being in one spot and being able to work all the way through Sunday. But now we have to travel tomorrow. So I have a lot of work to do today. Anyway, that's how I don't get lost. But it's beautiful, right? What a difference a few thousand feet in elevation makes. We're at 6,400 feet. It's mid-April, and last night my thermometer shows the lowest was 33. It's only supposed to be 70 today, but already it's warmer than I expected it to be. I came out this morning with long black leggings on and a hoodie, and I immediately had to take the hoodie off. So the weather's nice. Also saw a print in camp that I think might have been some kind of a mountain lion or maybe a lynx. So I am, and it's April, it's warm. Bears are going to start waking up, and they're hungry. So what do when you're hiking alone with your dog? You just let yourself be known. You're not food, so they want to avoid you more than you want to avoid them, probably. And so I talk. Sadie's in the house, human in the house, stuff like that. So anything that is around knows we're here, and they're running in the opposite direction. Even a hungry bear. So Yes, and she's staying pretty close. I don't know if you can see the rocks up there. And I do have my cell phone with me, but Google, I am completely offline, no cell signal up here at all. Well, at least right here. Every once in a while a text comes through when Starlink's not on in camp. Yeah, no cell signal at all, and Google Maps is not showing me anything. So don't rely on that. Sometimes it seems to work. I don't know if you need to have the map already loaded, probably, while you have a cell signal. So maybe if I had loaded the map, turned it on while I was on Starlink before I left camp, it might still show me, even though I'm offline. But since I haven't had Starlink on at all this morning, and I don't have a strong enough signal for internet, for data, I'm showing nothing. Nothing. No roads, nothing. So don't rely on that, on your cell phone and Google Maps if you don't have a cell signal. The other thing that made me think I needed to turn around is I know that the mountain, like right down here, is camp. I was looking for that mountain and I saw something kind of similar that I was near on my walk, but there's a specific rock formation up there I was looking for that I didn't see. And I saw other rock formations that didn't look familiar. So it just pays to pay attention to your surroundings, you know, look around. I've mentioned this before. One of the first things I always do when I get into a camp, no matter how tired I am, and I usually try to get into camp by 3 at the latest, so I'm not too tired, is to get out and walk around, get to know the trails near me, get to know the roads near me, and also it helps Sadie get acclimated to a new spot. And, you know, I'm not seeing any other mountains around, but I could have been, you know what? I might have been close. That might have been it. I think I was looking at those rocks up there. So even though I didn't have I wasn't able to see any detail on the map, I was able to save my GPS coordinates. So when I get back and get connected, I'm gonna plug in that GPS coordinate and see how far I really was from camp. I have a feeling I was probably pretty close. You know what, let's do a poll. Why don't you guys tell me in comments? When I get back, I'll post a screenshot to show where I am and where I was. So, yes or no? Yes, I was heading in the right direction. I was heading toward camp. No, I was lost, and it's a good thing I turned around. Let me know below. Did I mention that we woke up? Well, I was already awake and out, having my coffee, and road graders came. They parked right here for like a half hour, engines running, talking, and towed a truck up and parked it there. Ralph and I talked about leaving. It is, what day is it? Wednesday. The event starts Friday in Caliente, and I can't remember how far that is from here. But this is right on we are right, there are tracks going through our camp every which way. And events like this, usually, the Nevada 200 off-road or something, dirt bikes. And, you know, people like to come out and camp along the route. There might even be like safety, concession. So we debated whether we wanted to leave today, just stay one night. Ralph kind of wanted to stay an extra day since we're up here. And when these guys came this morning, we powwowed again, and I'm like, I want to go, and then in the end, I changed my mind a million times. It's like, okay, let's stay one more day. So, just worried how early people are going to start coming in, and with the road grading, I was like, what's going on? Is that going to be noisy all day? Are they going to be right in front of us? That's no fun. And it's windy. Oh, look at this. I might have been... Huh. Alright, almost time for the big reveal. Was I lost or was I headed in the right direction? How good are my instincts? My instincts told me to turn around. Out of a precaution though, because I don't have any water or anything like that. I don't mean to be out here all day. Alright, so the pin is, I don't know how to measure it on the phone. Maybe I'll do that on my laptop, but I was definitely not heading toward camp. I was heading away from camp. So my instincts were right on. Even though part of me was like, I think I'm heading toward camp, my instinct was to turn around. And that is the gut instinct that keeps me safe and keeps you safe. My head was like, I should be going in the right direction. I should be coming back around. But my gut was telling me, no, you need to turn around. So that's how you listen to your gut. It's kind of hard sometimes to distinguish between the two, but whoa, I just almost spilled my coffee. Just almost knocked this over. That would have made me very mad. Okay, I found it. There's a measure distance option on Google Maps. As the crow flies, I was a mile away and heading in the wrong direction. So I was nowhere near camp. And that was what my gut was telling me. The walking that I did a half mile outside of camp, following the ribbons, that road looked a certain way. It was rutted, it was steep, it was muddy, very rutted, mud. What I was walking in on the other side was like going through like a steep canyon, and it was sandy. So I didn't think, I mean, even though it can change and it could have eventually met up with, or at least in my mind, it could have eventually met up with it. My gut was telling me I'm heading in the wrong direction. The sun didn't feel right. The sun should have been to my right. It was to my left. Yeah, so I was definitely heading in the wrong direction. Yay, that's how you not get lost. So, I expected it to be cooler today, but I was gonna make baked stuffed sweet potatoes for dinner tonight. So the oven's been on for more than an hour, heating it up a little too much in here. Let's see how they're doing. Ooh, look at that. Feels like it could go a little longer. So part of my healthier eating routine has been to really make big pots of beans and big pots of some whole grain all at once, and really get in the habit. I mean, I've always done that, but then I put it in the refrigerator, and oftentimes a lot of it goes bad. So now immediately I'm portioning it out into meal size containers and freezing them, which is hard. I don't have a lot of room in my freezer. Yeah, and this is after I've taken stuff out. But yeah, I took beans out yesterday and quinoa, and I bought a big bag of apples, and I made applesauce so that I could start cooking. You know, I like my baked goods at night, so I can start baking with applesauce instead of oil for my cholesterol. Oh yeah, I made this last night. It was great, but it's applesauce cake. I don't properly measure anything. So I don't know if it's quite the consistency it's supposed to be. But it's just basically almond flour, flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and applesauce. So there's that. And then for dinner, I have black beans that I took out of the freezer. They fell after a trip and it broke. And I have some quinoa in here somewhere. So I'm just gonna throw it all up in a pan to warm it up with what's left of my spinach, maybe a little cabbage, and throw it on my sweet potatoes. And I do have some bitchin sauce and salsa and avocado. So that'll be my dinner. But right now I got more work to do.
Where? Yeah. A VPN is a anybody. Below, search rv.com/Carol. You have absolutely no.
Hey girl, where'd you go? Come on. Where'd you go? You disappeared into the woods. Sadie girl, come! Doing? You digging? Okay, go ahead. So a little tomato, whatever I have left over, I need groceries. My spinach was wilted. So onions, tomato, cabbage, a little bit of quinoa that I had left, black beans, cumin, smoked paprika, a little bit of salt, and that's it.
Hi, sweet girl.
You wanna get it? Do you wanna get it? So I'm going to leave you here for tonight. I have more for you next week, including another gorgeous camp up in the mountains and some RV trouble. Yep. Yeah, wait till you see. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this video and you enjoy my content, and be sure to click the bell to be notified every time a new video is published so you never miss a thing. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and I will see you next week. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind.